What's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Shoot First. It's just gonna be me, Javi, Nico, and Gio for tonight. Di namin alam kung aangat pa si Darvish tonight, but
Bahala
yeah,
na.
it's gonna be us three for now. And there was a host of different basketball happenings over the weekend, which we do want to talk about. And alam namin na we that you guys want to have our opinion about it. So we're gonna try and break it down for you as much as we can. Sorry, Mikey is still super busy, so he sends out his apologies to all of you. Busy siya umalipin sa ibang bagay, pero pag lumuwag na raw siya, makakabalik naman daw siya.
Mm,
Don't worry, he's not out for good.
mm.
We just want to make sure that we put out an episode at least maybe
Once a week.
once a week.
Mm.
Para especially now that the UAP and the NCAA are happening, syempre ayaw naman natin na hindi natin napapag-usapan yung mga bagay niya. All right.
Exactly.
Ano ba yung mga what were the first things that happened over the weekend that we weren't able to discuss last week?
Yung LaSalle versus UE, which is I think the biggest conversation of this weekend. Pero we can start first with maybe UP FEU para pang starters natin for this episode kesa tayo before we go right to the meat of things.
Okay, sige. UP versus FEU.
Oh.
I think this game was something that everybody expected it would happen, would end up the way it happened.
Mm.
Um, UP overpowering FEU. Obviously, FEU, there's for me, with the few games that I've been able to catch from them this season, there are glimpses of potential. Kaya talagang sobrang bata pa talaga nila eh. And they're playing with a new system, playing under a new coach. So it's gonna take some time.
Yeah, and I'd say for UP side naman, it's one of those games na it's easy to get trapped in these kinds of games na no offense to FEU, pero yung mga teams na nasa ilalim, what you call trap games na medyo maglalaylo ka, pero
Okay.
yeah, they still delivered, they still was able to dominate that game.
Yeah, and napansin ko rin sa FEU na actually ano ba, alam nyo ba na I had FEU in my final four prediction before the season started. Before the
Really?
season
Why
before the season
though?
started. Kasi na sa potential nila eh. Like before the season not as of now. Because kina Jedrick Da who played so well nung Phil Oil medyo disappointing how he's playing right now. Jedrick
Yeah,
Da
those three guys that were really
pre Da
highly touted coming
Pasol.
out of high school, Pasaol, Daa, and
Pre, 'di ba? So
they were really good
nadala
at
ako sa
high
hype.
school.
Nadala ako sa hype. Tapos syempre
But you
ginamit ko
thought it
naman.
was enough to get them to the Final Four?
Feel ko kaya. Sabi ko, okay. Again, di ba, Habs naman, pag pre-season, ito yung perfect time na okay lang magkamali kasi mga base lang sa ano nakita mo sa summer. But again, this is an indication na kung ano yung nakikita natin sa summer is not
Wala
how it's
talaga.
going to translate
Yep.
sa actual UAP. But I didn't think they're gonna be 0-4. Are they 0-4? I didn't think they would still be winless at this point.
Pero
Yeah,
which
they're
team would
winless.
you have bumped off sa Final Four mo?
So initially, bago tayo mabash dito, it's UP, LaSalle, UST, FEU. Ganun ko siya inano. Like
Oh,
I
okay.
did this 2 weeks before. I did this 2 weeks before the start of the season. So ino-own up ko naman. Pero gets nyo naman siguro where I'm coming from at that point. So guys, isipin nyo lang. Pleading my case here. Saan ako nanggagaling. Pero mali ako.
Oh nga. So despite
Oo nga,
so
mali ka.
despite this kind of showing early in the season, do you think they still have what it takes to make it to the Final Four? Or yun nga, if because of
Hindi na.
this, who would you bump off that list?
Siyempre, tanggal FEU.
Oh nga.
Now, so
Who would you add back to that
it's
list?
still UST. It's still UST at 3. Number 4 could be between Ateneo, NU, and fuck, Adamson. Ay, even you. Hirap. Uh, it could be NU, Ateneo, Adamson. Ganon na lang. Sorry sa UE. Pero those three could be in the running. Baka mali na naman ako. Pero let's see. Yun yung beauty ng UAP, di ba? It's not predictable. Ikaw, Javi, sino bang Final Four mo ngayon? Para lang, mag-share nga kayo, bakit puro ako lang? Kayo, sino yung apat nyo?
Sige, wait lang. Tingnan muna natin yung team standings ngayon.
Sige, sige.
Pero for me, obviously it was UP and LaSalle, and then I had NU coming in at number. It was a toss-up between NU and UST at number 3 and 4.
Okay.
I did not expect. I will not expect Ateneo to make the Final Four this year. Sorry.
Gets ko naman. May valid, very valid where it's coming from.
Obviously, Coach Tab is still there, but it's just not gonna work out for me, in my opinion. I think this is a season that has to happen para sa kanila.
Yep.
For them to regain their old glory. And it's something that these young guys have to experience in order for them to learn, because if it's all gonna be just rainbows and butterflies the whole way, wala silang matututunan dyan. And better that they have that kind of season now than later on in their collegiate careers.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Growing pains. I agree.
Yeah, exactly. Growing pains.
Final four ko would be same. UP, DLSU, NU. NU, I'm still optimistic. Kahit 1-3 sila ngayon. And the last one would have been, sa akin ito toss up between, because of Coach Tab nga, and Adamson.
Okay,
the
Adamson.
program is still consistent. Andun pa rin yung core players, Coach Nash, wala masyadong bago. So, yeah, yun yung apat ko. Pero if I'll choose between Ateneo and Adamson, it'll be Adamson. Sorry.
Ooh. Okay.
If you're gonna choose between Ateneo and Adamson, it's gonna be Adamson.
Adamson.
Ooh, okay.
Which one's worse?
If we're gonna run down the team standings, it's UP at 4-0. They're number 1. DLSU and UST follow suit, tied at 3-1. Adamson is number 4 at 2-2, tied with UE also. So 4-5 sila. Ateneo is next at 1-3, tied with NU. And last is FEU with still no wins in 4 games. So far, for me, ang pinaka expected lang na nangyari dito was the 4-0 of UP. Later on, sige, actually, let's get into the LaSalle UE game already.
Yeah, pwede na. Pwede naman.
They really came into this season with a lot of hype, but I like what I read from, I think it was a post in the community. I just forgot who. Shout out to whoever you are. I'm so sorry. But I like how he pointed out na tama kasi ang dami nilang nawalang veterano.
Mm-hmm.
And the new guys, even though they're really talented and all, but the experience and with the added pressure also of having to win back to back, and I think that's somehow taking a toll on the way they're doing things right now. But I don't think a loss to UE here would lower their chances of still being a favorite next to UP.
Yeah, and nakita niyo yung post rin ni KQ, no? Yung hashtag not perfect. Talagang inunahan niya na lahat no? Parang di ako...
He posted that right after the game.
He posted right after. Right after. Yung, tapos meron siyang story. Free throws. Parang gano'n, basta black screen tapos free throws. Sabi ko, social media king talaga to si KQ.
Kaya nga sayang wala si Mikey ngayon Kasi marami sana masasabi si Mikey about those 2 free throws.
Pero question, would you pin the blame on KQ? Kasi ang nakita na lang natin yung miss free throws Tama ba? Hindi siya nag-start?
He's coming off the bench. Off the bench, KQ.
The bench. No, so
first 4
games ba he's come off the bench?
First 3.
Good question.
The first 3 starting. Yun ang sabi
So
nila.
ngayon lang siya nag-come off the bench. Sorry, I haven't been able to watch the games recently because of all the other things I've been
Ito,
doing.
Habs, against NU, starter.
Mhm.
Against Adamson, he's a starter. And
Okay.
then this UE game is the first time. Ateneo, he's also a starter. Ngayon off the bench siya.
So,
So hindi ko
yeah,
gets why.
yun din
Hindi
eh.
ko rin alam bakit.
Nung nakita ko yun parang, okay, if they're trying to mix it up, gets naman kung bakit ngayon. It's the best time to experiment. Pero, why KQ though? Feeling ko, well, basketball is a game of runs, confidence, rhythm, and feeling ko lang yung Lasal. Nung nag-start sila, wala si KQ, off. Off yung timing, what are we gonna do without Kevin in the starting lineup? Tapos nabigyan mo ng kumpiyansa yung UE. First quarter pa lang, pagpasok ni KQ, 9-9 lamang by 3 minutes remaining the first. So I think it's unfair for KQ. Hindi ko siya pinagtatanggol, he should have made those shots. Pero sa simula pa lang, hindi na sana dapat nakaagwat ng ganun. Hindi na sana nakakuha ng kumpiyansa yung UE if wala masyadong changes sa starting lineup. Just a thought.
I like that point. I think if they were to make that kind of quote unquote maybe I don't know if this is an experiment that Coach Topics is doing,
Mhm.
but if it was an experiment, I hope sana ginamit nila. Did this happen ba in the preseason? Is there
May
any
mga times na off
record?
the bench si K. Pero preseason yun eh. Yun yung perfect time na kung sino-sino ilalabas mo for starting five eh. 'Di ba? Kaya parang
Oo. Kaya ano kung sana ganito talaga yung gusto gagawin ni Coach Topex, sana nung umpisa pa lang, yun na talaga yung ginawa niya. Kaya lang, nung umpisa ng season, they started 3-0. KK was starting all those games. Why suddenly are you putting him off the bench? Why? That is the big question. I would love to hear from Coach Topex kung bakit niya ginawa yun. Because the starters that he went with against UE or obviously Mike Phillips and Henry Agonade, they always start. Sino ba pinalit niya dito?
Oo nga eh.
Si Rami,
uh,
si Goliena
let's
ba?
check. Let's check. Ramiro. Ramiro
Si Ramiro
was inserted as a starter here for the first time
instead of KQ.
instead of KQ. I don't
Okay,
know.
so
Ramiro started before. Pero in other games have si Mike yung nag-go off the bench.
okay.
So I think it's a personal thing na baka match up. Coach Topex may have been like, okay, UE, okay, let's do this. So feel ko ganun yung ano niya. Kasi nag-iiba yung starting lineup. But one person lang usually yung iniiba niya. Like si Mike came off the bench the other time.
So
So I
it's a
feel like
per
it's a
game decision. Mm.
yeah, it's a team decision siguro. Which
Okay.
unfortunately na overly scrutinized kasi talo nga sila, 'di ba? Hindi
Yeah.
naman natin papakailaman yun kung panalo sila eh. Pero
Tama,
go
tama.
ahead, coach.
Well, yeah, it might be actually a matter of matchups. Well, I respect naman Coach Topex if he wants to tinker with his starting lineup for that. But for me, why do you put your best player
Yeah.
off bench against a team? I hope that he didn't do this, and I'm pretty sure that he won't do this kind of thing kasi minamalit niya yung UE.
Yeah.
Because I know he's very much aware of the capabilities of a team that's coached by Coach Jack Santiago.
Mhm.
Especially Coach Jack came from LaSalle before. He was a long-time assistant of Coach Franz Pumaren. So kahit paano there's some more motivation for Coach Jack to be able to win against a program that he was with for a long time.
Mhm.
Actually, ako
But
ko si John Abate kanina. He wants to be called
mhm.
Abate, by the way. So,
Abate. Ano ba
I'll
tawag sa kanya?
be John Abate.
A bit.
Kasi diba, we used to call him John Abate. Pero parang ni-request niya
Talaga?
sa pro. Oh, he requested sa prod sa lahat. Call me by my American name, John Abate. So I'm gonna use Abate. So sabi ni John Abate na talagang kabisado talaga ng UE staff yung laro ng Lasal, to their credit daw. Like he said na they have a parang quote-unquote inside info, but more of they know na how to attack this Lasal team because they kind of know how they operate. So, again, credits to, yun nga, sina Coach Jack, sina Coach Don, madami pa din,
Yeah.
Coach LA.
Mm.
So that plays a part. And sinabi niya na alam niyo ba na siya yung main defender kay Kevin Kiambao?
Si
Si
Abe.
Abate?
Si Abate yung nilagay kay, sabi niya yun. Sabi ko, hindi ko napansin yun. Sabi, yeah, I was the main primary defender. And I think napansin ni na Coach Jack
And
yun na,
despite being the primary defender, he still was the one who's two top scored.
Yeah.
Damn.
yeah. Exactly, no? And I think na-pick up nila siguro tong idea na to when Alarcon was guarding KQ when he was doing the ball handling. Naalala nyo ng game 1 sa finals. Maybe it's something from that na parang nahihirapan si KQ from defenders like this na smaller but annoying and
Mm.
pesky as fuck. So, just some of the things he said na naisip ko na, oh nga, no? Pinanood ko ulit yung highlights. Si Abate, si Abate pala yung nilalagay
Abate.
kay KQ, which is interesting to see na didn't realize immediately.
Mm. And it showed, no, yung preps ng coaching staff considering nung
Oo.
nag-apply sila ng pressure defense. Si Abate yung talagang bumasag. Sorry, si Abate yung kamukha ni Austin Rivers, no?
Yeah.
Tama, no?
Medyo,
Alright.
medyo.
Pwede.
Hindi naman sobra, pero medyo.
I see where you're coming from. Parang gano'n. See, gets ko yung sinabi mo.
Yeah, pero yun nga, solid yung preps. Lumabas naman, it showed. It's a combination of preps for the UE coaching staff plus yung experimentation nga ng DLSU. Medyo nagsabay lang. And yung pumabor sa UE.
Dito mo ramdam yung pagkawala ni Napoli, no? Napoli and CJ Austria. Yung mga shot creators from the perimeter. Just to add some flavor to what LaSalle is executing kaysa yung pag hindi si KQ, bibigyan natin kay Mike. It's so predictable, di ba? Pero pag may CJ Austria ka na or Poly na medyo magulo panoorin,
Actually
di
not
ba?
just them. I think what Lazal really missed yesterday was Evanelli and Christian David.
Evanelli and Mark Nona, you mean?
Yeah. No, Christian David also.
BJ David.
Sorry, yeah. BJ David. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, BJ David was here. Yeah, pero parang hindi siya ganun ka-effective yun. 2 points in 22 minutes. Pero yeah, medyo I think na-check si David or he wasn't just used I'm not sure
Yeah, but for
how
me,
they want to use him.
I think Evanelli, there's not really a point guard here who can organize the offense and at the same time make shots for himself.
How about si Marasigan? He had glimpses yesterday. Sobra siyang umatake. Medyo bully ball. Pero yeah, it's not an Evanelli that can create for others. Pero if KQ is checked, if Mike is checked, bigay mo kay Marasigan, you think he has that potential?
Yeah, I mean, okay naman si Boris Marasigan. Like as that kind of guy, pero something that they need to experiment with more in the future games. Pero nakita man natin na solid si Marasigan. Daming end one, di ba? Dami niyang
Yeah.
drives to the rim na
Solid.
great player,
Okay.
but kulang.
Yeah, but I think buti lang din ang nangyari sa Lasal to ngayon.
Early, no?
Because
Maaga na nagsimula.
mas maaga na. That's why I'm not really too convinced yet with UE making the Final Four just yet because of this one win against LaSalle. Because remember, we're just in the first round and these things really tend to happen early in the season, especially to teams like LaSalle.
Yeah, especially to teams like LaSalle. That's perfect. That's the perfect description nga na nangyayari nga to sa LaSalle. But diba, in the end, it's what you do in the playoffs.
Because
Not
you usually find a team that's going for a repeat championship right after they won a championship the previous year to usually have some things to fix early in the season. You might think that even if their performance in the preseason was impeccable, that they would actually dominate the season from start to finish the following year. But usually may mga times talaga na sa umpisa ng season, lalo na kung marami kang bago, like this LaSalle team, and you've lost a lot of veterans last year, talagang minsan mangyayari talaga to eh.
Yeah.
And
So,
I
go,
can't
Gio.
remember. No, I was thinking of a similar case when I forgot what season that was, pero Ateneo yun, they were dominating all throughout the eliminations, and then siguro game 11 or 10,
Ano to,
they
against UP?
faced hindi. Ano 'to, eliminations pa lang na sobrang tambak lahat. When they were faced with adversity na close games, do'n sila nahirapan kasi hindi sila sanay sa gano'ng challenge na dikit. They didn't know how to close out the games na dikdikan. So, good thing, sabi nga ni Javi na sa Lasal nangyayari na 'to ngayon ta's I mean, watch out the, rest of UAAP kasi 'pag na-figure out ng Lasal 'to this early, scary pagdating ng second round tapos hanggang playoffs.
I agree. Best to happen this early. Yeah.
Mm.
Si ba next sa kalaban ng Lasal?
Good
Good question
question.
'to.
Let's check. Check ko.
Nakakatakot for the next
Next
games.
sa kalaban.
I would hate to be
Yeah.
Lasal's next opponent right now.
Tambak. Wait lang. Who are they facing next? LaSalle is going up against FEU this Wednesday.
Ang dikit 'to.
FEU pa yun. Stay mo,
Coach
dikit.
naman. Dikit, coach.
Balikan natin to. Balikan natin
Di
to
yan
episode na
dikit.
to.
Tangin na, siguro payat 20 dyan. Payat 20 dyan. Sorry. Ochad Chambers, it's gonna be a blowout. And let's maybe try to look more at the numbers of this Lasal UE game. Where did they really go wrong? Kasi I have to admit I didn't really watch the whole game. I just watched some of the highlights. I wasn't able to watch the game. So I'm looking at the numbers here. And so far, what really did Lasal in for me, based on looking at the box scores, was the turnovers. 19 turnovers. And if you're going up against a team like UE who likes to press a lot, you cannot afford 19 turnovers, which UE was able to convert into 23 turnover points. Although they were also able to force 19 turnovers themselves sa UE and also convert that to 23 points. Still, if you're looking to really dominate the game, you can't afford 19 turnovers because yes, you were able to get back into the game, but the reason why you were down early in the game is because you committed a lot of turnovers.
Mhm.
Plus, you also missed a ton of your free throws. 19 out of 35 is not gonna cut it.
Mhm.
They also fouled a lot. Good thing that UE was also horrible from the free throw line, only 11 out of 20. They were able to do good on the boards, but yun nga, I think they have to fix their turnovers.
And if I may add to that one, no, isa pang stat na medyo ang sakit sa mata sa Lasal would be their three-point shooting. 2 out of
Oo nga pala.
16.
2 out of 16.
Yeah, that's right.
They kept on chucking that many 3-point attempts tapos dalawa lang yung na-convert mo. I mean,
Alam niyo ba they're number 1 in 3-point attempts this year? They
in
are.
attempt,
Number 1 sila in attempts. Number 1 sila in attempts. In
pero
May, teka lang. Kunin ko, bigay kasi niyo yung stats. So go lang. Hanapin ko. Alam ko third sila in makes eh. Parang ganun. Pero wait lang, hanapin ko lang. Go lang.
I mean, if
Finish yung
law
yan.
of averages, as many as you can chuck, then
Kiambao was 1 out of 8. And then the rest of the guys that attempted from the outside were Phillips, Marasigan, Goliena, Makalalag, VJ David, and Lian Ramiro.
So yeah, if may ininitpick ako sa game ni KQ, it's this one. Ang dami niyang tinira
Dami
sa
masyadong
tres.
tinira sa labas.
Grabe.
And he himself had the most turnovers in this game para sa Lasal, tied with Mike Phillips. They both had 4. If your two best players commit the most turnovers, that's, for me, not leading by example.
Mhm.
Yes, you were able to deliver in the other departments, but if you're gonna continue to play like this, then mahihirapan talaga sila na umulit as champions. But then again, I'm sure, this is a team that has a great coaching staff, great leadership. So that's why I'm expecting a blowout against FEU in the next game.
Ito pala, LaSalle's number 2. So 3-point field goals, 28%. You wanna guess who's number 1?
Um,
Top
Guess kayo.
shooting team?
Top shooting 3-point team as of today.
I'd say UP. JD
yeah,
pa lang.
I think it's UP also.
Yeah, UP's with 36%. Pero
Nah.
with 75 attempts only, LaSalle has 106 attempts.
The whole season na.
So,
4 games.
as of today, updated to. As of
Okay,
today, yung
okay.
stats na to.
That's a lot.
So, yeah, yeah. Pero sa UP,
4 games.
very, efficient. Na, okay,
Efficient talaga.
36%, tapos 8% higher than, wala lang. Send ko sa inyo to, para for future reference. So, Letran, CSB,
Yes, sir.
may ano pa ba tayo sa UP, ay, sa LaSalle game against UE? Wala na, I think we're
Wala
good.
naman na. I think nadaanan naman natin lahat.
Excited lang ako sa Wednesday for FEU.
Sabi mo,
Hindi ako
dikit
excited para sa kanila. Natatakot ako para sa
for,
kanila.
for Coach Sean.
It's gonna take a heck of a game plan for them to be able to overthrow LaSalle again. Because it's one thing to beat LaSalle one time, but for them to lose two straight, then
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to give my props to Coach Sean if that happens. But my forecast is at least a 20-point win.
Okay.
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 Ako mga nasa 15. 12 to 15. So parang
Okay.
tingnan natin. Tapos yung pala, tama si Gio, no? Panalo
Ikaw,
pa
Gio.
FAU.
Sige, realistic naman tayo. Doon tayo sa 5 lang yung lamang na Lasal.
Okay. Sige,
Sige, So gusto mo, dikit, Sige, tingnan natin.
We'll see.
Ano yung mangyayari.
May babalikan tayo ng episode. May babalikan yung mga tao. For sure.
Okay, Letran CSB. What was the score? The score...
71-69.
Okay, 71-69. Teka lang. Game winner to? Hindi, no? Game winner ba to?
Game winner ba? Or parang
May
go
dying
ahead pa?
seconds. May go ahead pa na si Eusebio tapos in and out.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Eusebio was gonna make a 3, nag-roll off the rim. And then, ayun na yun. Let me check how it happened.
Okay, so when I was watching this game in the first half before I played I played the game yesterday kaya di ko na napanood yung second half. I was watching the game and I thought, wow, CSB is really fucking loaded. They're long, they're athletic, they're experienced, and it looks like Coach Charles has everything in the bag. And then suddenly, I go back to the car after my game and my driver tells me, Sir, panalo Letran. Sabi ko, nanalo pa Letran? The lead what was the biggest lead? The biggest lead
14.
Was 14.
7 minutes left. 7 minutes left. May ganun pa.
Wow. And then they went on a big run. Were you able to catch the run? I mean, what was the turning point that made it happen? Or what was the triggering point of the run?
Multiple three-pointers ni Quahao to during the fourth.
Si Quahao nga. Si Gio Quahao.
Hinahabol nila. Tapos before, who was si Estrada, before he fouled out, tough baskets to tie the game ata or get it to 1, 68-67 before a free throw by Benil na tie pa ni Santos and game winner din ni tama ba? May isa pang game winner. So sorry.
Si Kevin Santos, 'di ba 69 all? So parang 13 seconds left. May nag-drive na point guard. Attracted to defenders na wrap around
tama.
pass niya.
Si Kevin Santos yung go ahead. Oo, tama.
Si Kevin Santos.
Tapos may last shot pa si CSB. So yun nga, in and out. Tapos si Santos din yung nag-challenge kay Tony Init nun for his 3. Tapos bailout pass na lang kay Eusebio, which was an open 3. Pero kinalog What's one of those games na hindi para sa'yo, pero ganda ng back and forth nila.
Pero I think based on the numbers, ang ganda ng dinepensa ng Letran kay Tony Inot tsaka kay Allen Liwag. Imagine, Inot was 5 out of 19, 26.3%. Liwag was 5 out of 15, 33.3%. And Justin Sanchez is nowhere to be found in the top scorers. He only attempted 5 attempts, scored 5 points, was a -2. But he also turned the ball over 4 times, and he played 28 minutes. So where was Justin Sanchez the whole time? And Jomel Ancheta also wasn't able to play well. That's why I feel
Napaaway, yun yung ano, di ba? Si Jomel Ancheta ba yun? Yung,
thrown out pa
Close
siya.
close fist ata 'to, yung may
nabato ka niya si Javillonar.
Okay.
oo.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I think siguro may starting motion kaya siguro napaganon siya. I mean, I don't know, like
Oh, usually
siguro may hindi tayo
bumabawi naman
nakita.
talaga na yung nahuhuli.
Baba. Yung bumabawi na uli.
Oh, ganun naman
Kita-kita sa
talaga
clip.
madalas eh.
Pak! Sabi ko, oh shit.
Ever the instigator.
Harap-harap pa.
Oh, usually kasi pag may nag-uumpisang ganyan, sa lahat ng games halos na na-cover ko na talaga. Yung una, hindi yan nakikita agad. Kahit sa replay, di nakikita eh.
Mm.
Mm.
Pero yung bawi, yan kasi talaga yung sobrang evident na talaga yung motion eh. Kaya talagang kitang-kita ng camera eh.
Mm.
Kaya pag review ng mga referee, pag pakita sa TV, talagang kitang.
Kaya never
Quantity.
ano, always
Yeah,
start the
go.
hindi, joke lang. Joke lang pala. Just sabihin ko sana, always start the commotion, never retaliate.
Ikaw na lang magsimula. Wag na yung ikaw yung tatapos. Kasi ikaw yung
Oh.
nakikita.
Oh.
Mahuhuli. Joke lang yan.
It's not how you finish, it's how you start.
Just start.
Sorry,
Balik.
that's not advice. That's advice that you shouldn't take, guys.
Yeah, well, yung mga young hoopers na kayo makinig sa amin. Ano lang
Oh,
to.
wag.
Just for fun. Pero dito na, daro si CJ Delfino. I think si Mikey really likes CJ Delfino, di ba? Or I'm not sure kung
Yeah,
tayo yung
yeah.
di kinda, medyo nag-aano pa siya, nag-a-adjust pa siya dito sa NC. Si Delfino.
Ito kasi parang sobrang lakas niya sa mga
Panalay?
League Pass o
Oh,
panalay. Pero parang nahihirapan pa siya sa organized basketball, pansin ko.
iba yun. Iba talaga. Structured
Yeah,
basketball.
it's really different. You 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 have a lot of guys who really excel sa mga larong labas. Or actually, minsan, pick-up game, sobrang galing mo. Tapos pag biglang papatry out mo na sa varsity, biglang, oh shit, ano nangyayari?
Bigla, fuck.
Oo. Kasi ang dami mo nang kailangan i-consider, ang dami mo nang kailangan isipin in your head na mga nangyayari. You have to be self-aware. You have to be aware of what's happening in your environment. You have to be aware of what the defense is throwing at you, what player running, kung ano yung mga reads na babasahin mo, kung nasan yung mga kakampi mo. It's not just about what move you're gonna make or something like that. So kaya it really separates the great players or the smart players from those who are just really just plainly talented and don't really have a head for the game.
I'm trying to understand what happened sa ano talaga like sa endgame. Do you think na medyo nag-relax ang CSB? Parang wala naman sa more of na barrage lang sila ng mga tres and just timely shots. Because parang
It's the
tumiwalag
latter.
sila sa sistema ng ano eh. Na, parang nawala yung sistema nila nung fourth quarter from being so disciplined from first to third and the fourth. Parang anong
I think they
nangyayari?
have a tendency to do that with all these talented players that they have. I
Actually,
think
yeah.
Tony Inot has a tendency to really veer away from the system. And it's bad because he keeps on trying even if he continues to miss.
Okay. So it's a
So,
balance. Yun yung need. More of a balance. Okay, Tony.
more of a balance. The guy can pass, but I feel like he has to explore that option more. And when he sees that his shots aren't falling, it's time for him to be able to get other teammates involved. Especially you have very long athletic big men just waiting in that dunker spot. You
Liwag.
si Liwag, si Sanchez minsan,
Sanchez.
Angko.
Even Eusebio. Like slashers.
exactly si Eusebio.
Mm.
So all these guys, you have guys you could pass off to. You when you're Tony Inot, you expect the defense to you have to expect that you're gonna suck in the defense whenever you drive to the basket. Bilis mo, you have that explosive first step. So I think that's something that he will improve on as the season progresses. I'm pretty sure naman na Coach Charles is gonna tell him to improve on that because I think CSB is just gonna go as far as Tony Inot and Justin Sanchez take them.
Yep.
Yeah, well, again, parang Lasal. Actually, this game happened the same day. So Lasal lost to UE, right?
Yeah.
Did it? So
Yep.
parang it's a bad day for
Earlier lang to.
it's a bad day for pero again, parang uuli natin yung sinabi natin kanina na better to happen now kaysa mangyari later on. So, binigyan na rin ng pass no, yung CSB. But great job on Letran na walang manalili.
Yeah.
Alright,
No,
wala.
pero I think mas clear yung hierarchy ng Letran no, without Titing right now. Especially with Estrada, Quahao, and Kobe Mon to some extent. So, I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe it could
I
have been
think
better.
it gives them more space to wiggle around the other guys para at least may opportunity pa rin yung ibang players. Like Delfino to be able to maybe prove himself.
Actually, habang wala si Titing na siya muna, parang sige, find my way through the season. Maybe we see a
Oh.
Delfino game this season. Maybe a 10-12 point quote-unquote explosion, but something na he gets his groove. Kasi so far parang nawawala nga siya.
But yeah,
Get his confidence.
Yeah, to get his confidence.
Yeah. Actually, we also, guys, gusto na namin discuss yung dito, yung PBA quarterfinals. The matchups have finally been set, especially after today. Shout out to George King, 63 points, beating Rain or Shine, which is a hard thing to do, di ba, Havs? Rain or Shine looks like a championship team this year.
Yeah, they are looking like a championship team. I mean, no bump off to the other contenders, but Rain or Shine is playing impressive basketball because I think it's really the unpredictability of the last two painters that have really been working well for them. Hindi mo alam kung sino puputok at any given point eh.
Yeah, hindi mo nga alam kung sino puputok.
Diba?
Si Anton ba today? Si Lemeti ba today?
Si Karakot ba today?
Si Karakot?
Diba? It's always different players stepping up in different moments. That's why sobrang bilib ako sa kanila. And they have the advantage of youth on their side. That's why they're able to make do with the schedule despite it being so tight na ang daming nagiging games in a shorter span of time. That's why wait lang somebody messaged me on Instagram.
May request ba? Talk about a topic or
si John Albert Bobilas. No, yeah, he mentioned to me na Idol Javi daming injured ngayon sa PBA import and locals. Factor din siguro yung tight schedule nila. Yung Ginebra last week or 2 weeks ago, 3 games in 5 days. And then he was asking me your thoughts on that. Sabi ko, well, for me personally, it's something that they had to deal with anyway. I mean, wala naman sila magagawa about that eh.
That happens. Shit happens. Shit happens.
And that's why a lot of the teams were really hard pressed to stack up on different positions in the rosters. Kasi alam nila na ganun nga yung mangyayari. May tendency talaga na injuries will happen. Hasa lang yung mga imports.
Exactly. Actually, kaya sobrang din ng Rain or Shine. Why they're so good this conference is they have a rookie local who is an import stopper. You guys want to guess sino yung rookie na import
Jonard
stopper?
Clarito.
Not Jonard. Guess, ikaw, Gio, who do you think is their local na rookie?
Wait lang.
So, Clue is a rookie.
I have to review the roster shit. So
bad. Anong clue mo?
Si Dwight 2.0 to. Si Dwight 2.0. Or parang the first Dwight Ramos.
Huh?
The first Dwight Ramos. Si rookie this year. Na-draft ng Rain or Shine. Along with Lemeti.
Kilala ko na.
So Kaylan he is an import. Yes, Kaylan Chong.
Ay, okay. Yun na latest sign.
Siya yung import stopper nila and he does so well and that is why ang lakas rin nila. Something na hindi masyado nabibigyan ng attention but I think siya yung magiging key how far
How are
Rain or
his
Shine will go.
numbers this season? I mean, has he been scoring or it's really just more of the intangibles for him this
More
year?
of the intangible siya has. And if he's gonna,
Mhm.
if his averages are like 6 and 4, parang ganon. Hindi,
Mhm.
yung purpose niya is to make life miserable for the import, which he does well. So ano nung natalo sila sa SMB by 1, nung game winner ni Junmar, wala siya. Wala si Kaylan. Jordan Adams had a lot of points sa time na yun. But nung nandyan siya, they beat SMB by a lot. I think tinambakan nila SMB by 12, 10. And
Yes, sir.
doon mo makita na hirapan si si Adams sa kanya. So,
Mhm.
Kaylan Chongson will be key, si Lemeti with his hot shooting na taas-taas ng percentages right now. Scary ang Ross, bro. Kaya nila mag-champion.
Yeah. All these other guys, you give them the opportunity to get on the floor, they're gonna deliver. Kasi ganda talaga ng kultura na ginawa nila dito eh. Pero feeling ko
Mm.
kung mag-champion sila, kung isa nila yung Darwish Bideri.
siya yung ano, siya yung mag-game winner. Siya yung mag-game winner. Tied game, 100 all. Who do you give the ball to? Final second.
Siya
It's
yung
Coach Yeng.
kung si
Bidari!
kung si Kailan yung import stopper, si Darwish yung Junmar stopper.
Yeah. The unicorn.
The unicorn.
Di, pero yung sabi ni Javi
Ano
kanina,
magagawa ng Kraken sa unicorn, di ba? Sorry.
hindi, yung sorry, pati, nawawala yung net ko lang. Pero yung sabi ni Javi kanina, si Michael
Yan.
Clarito, Eric
Michael
Clarito,
Jonard.
Michael Jordan.
Bro, that
Grabe bro,
guy,
isa pa yun.
honestly, sobrang bilib talaga ako sa taong yan. I mean, from being able to cover him in the MPBL to watching him do so good in the PBA,
Mhm.
nakaka-proud lang pare. And nandun pa si Adrian, no, kung pareho pang San Juan Knights yan, pare. So I'm sure proud na proud si Senator Jinggoy kung nasan man siya
Oo.
ngayon. Kung nanonood man siya ng
Oo.
podcast na to, I'm sure he agrees with us that he is very proud of his stewards. That's means, that San Juan is doing something right in terms of the culture that they're building because
Yeah.
that's already two players that have risen through the ranks. Actually, hindi. Mike Ayon-Ayon, San Juan din eh.
Pero di ba San Juan practices with Rain or Shine nung summer, nung before the start, parang they train together talaga.
Not
Hindi.
sure. Not sure.
Ah. Kung may nasa comments na who know about a thing or two about the San Juan Knights, the relationship between the San Juan Knights and Rain or Shine, let us know. Kung meron nga ba talagang ano. Anything that you guys like dito sa quarterfinals matchup? TNT versus NLEX. We have ano tawag dito? Rain or Shine versus Magnolia, which is interesting. What a great first round
I love
matchup.
that matchup. I love that matchup. The Rain or Shine
TNT,
versus
Rain or Shine Mag.
Rain or Shine Magnolia. Because I feel like Rain or Shine does have a good chance of beating Magnolia. Sorry, beating tama ba? Oh, tama.
Yeah, that's
Beating
right, that's right.
Magnolia because Magnolia is just not the same team that they were a few years ago.
Iba nga, iba yung dating ngayon. Tapos may bago pa silang import kasi na-injure si
Yeah.
Shabazz Muhammad. So parang wala
Palit
kayong
pa ng import.
chemistry heading to the playoffs.
A lot of injuries and their mainstays have just really gone up in age. So I don't know how long Magnolia management will still stick with the core that they have, but I'm pretty sure that they can't stick with this score until the wheels fall off. They're gonna have to inject some young talent into this one if they want to start winning or be in contention for championships again. Because with this current lineup, I'm sorry, I don't think they have a good chance.
Mhm.
Especially they're facing a young squad like Rain or Shine.
Yeah.
Rain or Shine ako.
Hungry,
Like, kung
fresh.
predict ba tayo? Predict ba tayo dito? Sino yung makakalusot sa semis? Pwede naman.
Pwede.
Oo.
Sige,
Pwede.
mag-predict
Pwede.
tayo.
Let's do a quick prediction lang
Ano
naman.
bang best of 5 to, no?
Best of 5 to. Best of 5 tayo dito.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, sige.
So, NLEX TNT, Mag versus Ross, Meralco versus Ginebra, which is a game which are
Love
gonna
that.
be nice games.
I
I
love
feel like
that
it's gonna
matchup also.
feel ko abot ng 5 games. And SMB versus Converge. So, una ko na kayo, SMB in 3. versus
Converge?
Converge. Uunahan ko na kayo, SMB in 3. Tapos medyo toss-up na yung next 3 kung aabot ba ng 5 or
Mhm.
I feel like these games could reach to 5. Maybe Ross in 4. Makakasilat isang Magnolia. What do you guys think about the Ross Magnolia matchup? Or do you think it's gonna go to 5?
I actually feel like even though Rain or Shine, I pick Rain or Shine to win this series. I actually feel like this series will go the distance.
Oh, okay. Pwede.
Same.
Uh,
Although it's not.
It's kind of a gut feel lang.
Okay. Okay, so Ross in 5. Ay, yeah, Ross in 5. Is it Ross in 5? Yeah, kasi...
Yeah.
5 games.
Rain or
So,
Shine in 5. For
No,
TNT
wait.
and
Is it the right term? Kung 5 games lang, raise to 3, diba? So Ross in 3? Ganun ba yun? How do you say the term?
hindi, best of 5 eh.
Best of 5. Oh, so tama nga, Ross in 5.
Five.
Oh,
Kasi
yeah, Ross
sabi
in
ko
5.
go the distance eh.
Oo, sige.
Pag gross entry, edi sweep yun.
Yeah, sorry. Nanalit ako sa terms bigla. Parang wait. Are we
Long day,
supposed to say...
Nico.
Long day.
lapit tayo mag-wrap up.
Malapit na tayo matapos.
Actually, it's our last topic.
Malapit na tayo matapos.
Pati yun, in-overthink na parang, Ross in 3 or Ross in 5?
Same ako. Ross in 4. Makakaisang
Okay, so hindi ka go the distance. So tayo, Ross in 4. Okay, NLEX TNT. NLEX in 5.
Wow!
Labas bias
NLEX
yan.
in 5.
Wow!
NLEX in 5.
Objective ba yan? Tanginang yan.
Bro, Daquan Jones. Lakas si
Daquan
Daquan Jones. Feel
Yes.
ko, lakas si Daquan Jones. Feel ko siya yung,
Grabe.
Daquan, Bolick. Tapos meron pang, Cyrus
Boss Ronald,
Torres.
Iran yun to, Boss Ronald. Matindi to si Nico Rocha, matindi.
I'm doing my rounds here. It's the propaganda. It has to start somewhere. Dito sa shoot first. The shoot first, yung start na propaganda ng NLEX. So, feel ko NLEX in 5. Kayo, Habs and Gio.
Same.
Oh, shit!
Talaga?
Same?
Kung ino,
NLEX
TNT
in 5 ka?
dito.
NLEX in 5
Distance
ka,
ako.
Gio?
NLEX
So,
and
this
5
is the
rin.
upset we're gonna see. This is the upset. Okay.
TNT in 5 ako. Sorry, Boss
TNT in
Ronald.
5. So, pero go the distance pala for you
go the
Habs
distance.
also. Go the distance.
Pareho.
I feel like this is a very well-placed matchup.
Ganda nga, 1 versus 4.
Wala akong nakikitang clear-cut advantage ng parehong teams.
It's more of sino yung who's gonna connect sa fourth quarter. Will we see a Bolick na pipilit na shots or we're gonna see a Bolick
I don't see
diba?
a blowout type of game happening.
Wala, feel ko wala din. But there will be blown leads for sure. Kasi knowing NLEX, they will have like 15-point lead. It's gone at the start of the third.
That's coming with a lot of frustration from your voice, my friend.
That is coming from experience. Hindi yan guess. That is based of data and analytics.
Narrative.
Sabi ko, third quarter, patay. Mawawalan lead namin dito. True enough nga. But yeah, we're entering the third with an 8-point lead. Down kami 4. Entering the fourth quarter. So, pucha, what a swing. Mga 12 points, 14 points. Tapos bahala na ano nangyayari sa fourth quarter. Fourth quarter is the real battle talaga. First 3 quarters, wala yan. So fourth mo lang talaga. That's the NLEX experience.
So because you're with NLEX, you cannot cover NLEX games. Syempre, no?
At walang radyo ngayon, bro. Hindi pa nare-renew yung radyo.
Ay, ganun ba?
Oo, hindi pa nare-renew yung radyo. Pero hindi ako pinapa-cover ng NLEX games. Kapag pag meron
Pero don't you do PBA for Smart also? No na.
No, wala na ring Smart, bro. Like walang Smart. Walang PBA Smart live stream, walang PBA radio. Wala.
Okay.
Which is shocking considering that we're headed to the 50th season. Now you would think na okay,
Plus the time.
diba, mag-momentum sana. And like shout out sa ibang members ng community like siguro I got 5 messages in regards to bakit walang radyo, ganyan. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, because
some people listen to the radio.
Despite there being other platforms to watch the
listen to the radio.
Especially those who yung mga ako sabihin na yung mga Grab
tricycle driver, they listen.
Yung mga ganyan.
Yeah.
So it sucks.
Saka,
Like, sayang.
honestly, minsan sarap pakinggan ng radio coverage.
Na may
You
ano,
could
na may
actually
static.
feel that. Oh, pero you could actually feel like you're right there in the venue because
Yes,
syempre,
yes.
Exactly.
when you're covering radio, that's what you have to do. You should actually make the audience feel like they are in the venue. Kasi
And
wala
that's how
sila.
it's supposed to be. Yun yung directive sa amin. Ganun talaga.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's really fun. Sayang lang na hindi pa nare-renew yung contract. It's not completely dead. It's just they said na hindi pa nare-renew. I think it's something with negotiations and something. I don't know. Wala ring smart live stream. Pero I kind of get why mas malaki profit from UAP live stream and I don't know the financials
Yeah,
behind everything. Pero
maybe they're just focusing on that right now.
tama. Yeah. So anyway, nasan tayo? NLEX in 5, no? Tapos si
Yeah.
Javi, TNT in
TNT
5.
and 5 ako eh.
I feel like
TNT and 5.
I'm gonna sense a Daquan Jones 50-point game and it's gonna be a ano ba? Ano bang sino bang kalaban ni Jordan na ano? Kasi kung si RHJ kasi yung arguably RHJ is the best import in this
Mhm.
Yeah.
conference right
Yeah.
now. Si lefty Kobe and I feel like
Most consistent import
most
this season.
consistent
This
import.
conference.
Oo.
Pero Jones'
And,
advantage is his unpredictability. Unknown pa siya eh. So feeling ko
Yeah,
siya yung over the edge sa NLEX.
he's still new but yun kulang pa sa daytime yung ibang teams. So that's an advantage for NLEX.
Mhm.
Pero
Ano
sa
bang
NLEX advantage
credentials ni Daquan Jones?
he was in the Orlando Magic noong 2014. Teka, search natin. Sobrang luma eh. Daquan Jones basketball. Kasi may Daquan Jones na ano eh. na football player. Daquan pala. Yeah, he's in
And what is his
Orlando.
natural position?
He's a 3. Pero sa amin, he's a 3. Pero sa amin, ginagawa siyang 4. Ginagawa
Yeah.
siyang 4. Kasi he's a 6'8", 280-pound
Yeah.
guy. Tapos,
Sabi.
ganda ng shooting niya. Parang laki-laki niyang mama. Pero napaka-pure from 4.
Yeah.
Pure from
Sabi,
4,
I like
not
his
pure from 3. And ng volleyball. So imagine mo na may threat na nga siya sa outside. When he attacks, there's 3 guys just bouncing off him. So puta, ginagawang bowling. Bowling pin. Ganun
I
si
think
Daquan
for
Jones.
you to be an effective import, well, aside from if you're like a Justin Brownlee or
Mm.
or an RHJ, if you don't have an effective post game, I don't think you're gonna last long in the PBA.
Yeah. If you don't have a good inside game, yeah, agree.
Yeah.
If wala kang post game, pero do you have a driving game? Can you slash?
Flash.
Can you finish through 2 guys? Kasi you're gonna expect 2 guys to always be
Yeah.
there. So yeah, that's the NLEX game. Ginebra versus Meralco.
I
Yes,
think
wanna
this
start
is gonna
first?
go the distance also.
I think it's gonna go the distance. It's a series na I wanna follow as well na tutok na tutok.
And I think the fans would love for it to go the distance.
Feels like
But
a finals game. It feels like a finals game.
But I think Meralco is gonna win this.
Meralco in 5 ako. Gio.
Ginebra fan ako pero without center depth. Tapos
I think
kulang pa ng ipin si Javi.
Laking bagay yung kay Isaac talaga.
Dito na papasok yung Isaac Go could have pulled out Bates outside the 3-point line. Diyan na papasok yung matchups. So the fact
Jamie
na walang
Malonzo
George.
was also a big loss.
Wala pa si Maya. Ang daming, diba?
Yeah.
So
They're
Meralco din
really undermanned. Yeah, and Benadamos hasn't been able to
They're playing
adjust.
Raymond Aguilar more. They're playing Raymond Aguilar more. So that says a lot.
Yeah, kasi I don't think Coach Tim had any other choice but to play Raymond Aguilar more instead of, trying to experiment a lot with Benadamos. Obviously, he's trying to give Benadamos an opportunity. But susugal ka pa ba at this point of the season? Si Raymond, ang tagal-tagal na sa kanila eh.
Alam mo na yung makukuha mo.
Raymond knows what to do. Yeah, tama, mismo. Alam mo na kung ano makukuha mo kay Raymond. Raymond knows the system of Tim Cone like the back of his hand. Diba?
Pero I'm surprised they're not even experimenting with, they're putting Brownlee at the center. Pero si Ralph ko hindi nila nilalagay at the 4.
Talaga?
Yeah.
Diba nung against NLEX, Ralph was a 4 at spot times. Now NLEX, Ku was playing a bit, pero hindi siya yung same effective guy na nakita natin sa All-Filipino Cup to now. I think just the added players.
It's different when there are imports. I
Yeah,
don't
iba siya no? Hindi siya
I think
makabuelo.
lumalabas nga yung mga weakness niya pag nandyan yung mga imports. Pag all Philippine, this is just his second season, di ba?
Yeah. Yeah. Second.
Yes, yes.
But we'll see. We'll see still. May chance pa naman siya to redeem himself in the quarterfinals. So,
O sana if he plays more than 10 minutes. Sa Meralco, it's more of CJ Cancino, 'di ba? Like pataas yung laro niya eh. Kumpiyansa
Grabe,
niya
bro.
till the end of this nagpuro beating his career highs for the past two games. 15,
Mm.
mag-21, mag-16. So alam mong holy shit, that's another weapon na who's taller, longer than an Anjo Karam or a Chris Banquero, more Aaron Black, 'di ba?
Mm.
So possibilities are endless for Meralco. They could do a back-to-back. And nandiyan pa
yeah,
si Alan Durham.
exactly. And that's why I think Meralco is gonna win. But without that's also with Hinebra giving them a big challenge because I don't think Coach Tim's gonna allow his team to be swept.
Mm.
I don't see a sweep also.
It's
I think the most
at least
four.
at least a
Ah,
4-game series.
Yep.
hindi walang
Yep.
sweep na mangyayari. Tapos
I
Ginebra
agree.
sweep,
I
no?
agree.
Parang, wow! Saan galing to?
I don't think it's gonna
Impos-
happen in the Tim Cone era.
Pero do
na
you see
masisweep sila.
Do you see
Ano?
RJ going out dito sa round na to?
Pwede, actually. Alam mo, kung inangat niya palalo yung laro niya, baka nga sila pa yung mag-advance eh. But he's gonna need help.
Yeah.
He's gonna need a lot of
They
help.
need an A+ game from RJ if they're gonna advance. A++
A++.
even. Hindi lang pwede A. Hindi lang pwede A. Hindi pwede B+. Kasi siyang
A++.
X factor ng Ginebra. They
Yep.
need 20 at least. So medyo tough task, di ba? Tough ask. But
Mhm.
that's what they need.
Yeah, it's the
Kulang
reality.
eh.
Pero having said all that, if he
I think
does
that's the last
deliver
thing.
that kind of performance, then I wouldn't be surprised. But sobrang mas mapapasaludo ako sa kanya because, ever since he's always embraced the spotlight. So I don't think this challenge is gonna be new to him. The guy plays like obviously he's a rookie in the PBA, but he's not a rookie professional player.
Been to Japan, been to Korea. Kaya parang dito
Yeah,
napapasok yung composure when the games matter.
Yep.
Not as it didn't matter before. Just saying this just matters
Yeah.
more. Sige, let's go through this one. SMB Converge the way we just did. I feel like Junmar's gonna eat. Actually, Arana and Junmar
This is
is an
gonna be a
interesting
sweep, yeah.
matchup. It's gonna be a
Oh,
sweep,
okay.
but dito mo makikita na Arana will be like, okay, let's see how close I am to Junmar. Yun yung mga something to, at least the storylines na can Arana be the mini version of Junmar because he's just
I'm
6'5".
glad that you pointed that out. Yeah. I
Diba?
think that's
Where
that's
am I?
that's a good measuring point on where he is at this point in his career, how he measures up to Junmar. But grabe, I've been able to watch some of the workouts that he posts on his social media. Grabe magtrabaho yung bata.
Justin Arana.
Oo, si Justin.
Only great things ahead. Isa pang gusto ko ang side story yung Alex Stockton versus SMB
CJ.
Guards. Grabe.
Yeah, actually,
CJ,
Stockton versus
Oh.
actually mga barometer checking na nasan ka Alec
Mm.
pagdating kay CJ, nasan ka pagdating sa playoffs, 'di ba? So, yun yung at least mga storylines sa these kids are growing up, like nasan si Shawnee at this point of his career as a
Shawnee.
sophomore, 'di ba? Will he shine? So, actually good job na kung maka isang laro ang Converge sa SMB.
Yeah.
Feel ko na.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good campaign, guys. Okay na tayo.
Oh,
But hey,
di
they make it to
konti na lang naman maglalaro na si Balti sa kanila.
Shit. October. Yeah, 3 months. 3 months.
Lapit na.
Konti na lang.
Nasaan
You think,
Pampanga? Number 1 pa rin sila. Sorry, Gio.
Yes,
Number 1 pa
yes.
rin.
They are still
Okay.
number one.
Okay. Yun lang.
No.
Yeah.
No, San Juan is
number
number 1.
Ooh.
San Juan is number 1 in the north.
Okay. Sorry, Gio, go.
No, I was gonna ask, you think they saved Alex Cabagnot for this round? Regardless if SMB or not.
Save Alex Cabagnot? Feel ko,
Well, he hasn't been playing a lot ba?
Hindi.
feel ko, feel ko ganun pa rin, Gio. I don't think they're saving him up for
Men-
anything. I feel like
Pero
it's
posible
the
to.
age.
Posible though.
Versus SMB pa, di ba?
Posible. Kasi minsan, well, I can't remember I can't remember vividly a situation where there was a player that the team reserved for the playoffs. Pero usually ganyan eh, di ba?
LA.
Oh,
Or
yan,
will you see a
yan.
Cabagnot 20-point game?
Pwede.
Pwede.
Malabo siguro
Malabo.
20-point
Pero kung
game.
mangyari,
Pero
good.
I feel like he's gonna get more minutes in this series.
Okay. Okay. Um, Stockton
But yeah.
Arana. Maybe a JL De Los Santos sighting. I don't know.
Mm.
Maybe a J.
Maybe.
Maybe. So,
Alex Stockton has been playing well this season.
Most, actually, yeah. Okay nga si Alex Stockton. Sorry. SMB in 3 ako. Avs.
Same.
Sweet.
Gio.
In
Sweet.
4.
Okay.
SMB in 4.
Yeah.
SMB.
So those are, let's see kung tama tayo sa quarterfinals. It starts this Wednesday. So, I'm actually excited. Kasi first
Yeah,
time na mag-meet yung mga teams na to eh. Kasi
Okay,
cross na to eh.
it's playoff season for professional basketball in the Philippines, while the collegiate leagues are starting the first rounds of their tournaments. Exciting times for Philippine basketball.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
All right, I think that's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks so much guys for if umabot kayo dito sa point ng video na to. Maraming salamat. Please make sure to follow our YouTube channel. We are really imploring you guys to help us get to 100,000
100,000. Subscribe.
Oh, para makuha namin yung silver play button. That's the dream.
Achievement, sobrang achievement.
Yeah.
Sobrang achievement.
We hope it could happen this year. Shoot First is already 3 years, so sana. All right, catch us in our next episode, guys. Kung may mga suggestions kayo sa mga topics na gusto namin pag-usapan, just please message us on our social media accounts. You can message us personally or post kayo sa community. And we hope na makompleto rin kami soon. But thank you guys for always patronizing Shoot First. This has been Happy Palanya.
This is Nico Rocha.
And this is Jay Bangalisa. Magandang gabi sa inyo lahat.
Night, guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.